Hello everybody, Andrew Reed here from the Canadian Law Channel, and we're going to talk about you finished your NCA exam, so congratulations. I'm going to tell you about what was next for me. Just remember that I'm in BC, my experience might be completely different from yours. I'm only talking about my own experience, and I'm not giving any kind of advice or commentary on your particular experience. Okay, so number one, securing an articling position. That's pretty much the next big step after the NCA exam. And I had the good fortune of speaking with former president of the Law Society of BC, Dean Lawton, regarding some of his tips for finding a good articling position. And he told me in our particular meeting that one of the best positions, most ideal positions, is most likely with the government, such as the Attorney General's office. But I found that sometimes those positions are very challenging and time-consuming to get in, and they are reserved for those with the highest qualifications. They often have a big pool of applicants that they will filter out into just one or two or three candidates. So very challenging, but obviously great reward to those positions. Next, you have large firms, large law firms. Those firms offer rotations into different types of law, and they give a variety of experience accordingly. But they run the risk of giving you less personal attention, and it's a very systematic process. So, it could be 4 weeks here, 4 weeks here, 4 weeks there. And so it doesn't let you necessarily focus on any particular times. I mean, of course, that experience can vary. Next, you have small to medium firms. These can give you more personal attention. They can offer more autonomy in your development. This was the ideal choice for me and was what I was personally looking for. And then you have solo lawyers. And solo lawyers may seem like that's a really narrow focus, but those positions can actually be rounded out by doing rotations with other lawyers in the community. So you might get an opportunity to do something like that. But most solo lawyers are going to be unwilling to take on the expense and hassle of an articling student, although you may find some that are willing to do that. Okay, so next up you want to write, at least I did, a sincere, heartfelt, and proofread letter to the firms of your choice. So I recommended keeping a spreadsheet of the lawyers you have written with contact information, current status, etc., so you can keep track of it all. When they reply, check against the spreadsheet. Make sure you're always precise and accurate in your communications to these law firms. I personally had written about 15 firms, heard back from about 10 of them, and most of them were polite declines or bad timing, like, hey, we're not accepting an articling student right now, or we've already accepted our articling student for the next year. I interviewed with 3 of these firms and selected the best option from those 3 that I interviewed with. So simultaneously, I personally began preparing right away for the Law Society application. So this application, in BC at least, will need to be filed in conjunction with your articling firm, generally and minimally 30 days prior to the start of the articling. So be prepared for possible snags here and delays if you have any kind of incident of concern as specified on the application, including terminations, administrative penalties, criminal penalties. Number one rule here, be honest at all costs. If you are in doubt as to whether to answer or provide info, answer or provide the info. There should be, if there's a question as to do it, just do it. If you have concerns, though, about your incidents of concerns, you can consult an ethics attorney in advance who can help you manage the application and any follow-up process that might happen there. So to prepare for the for the Law Society application, you should gather your exact and precise timeline by month, date, and year of all housing, employment, and education for the last 10 years. Get it there and make sure that it completely matches and that there are no gaps. So it ends and then it starts the following day, no gaps for all 3 of those things. Best to be precise. Begin gathering honest and legitimate references to your good character, as many as you can collect. This could also be very useful for the potential articling firm or lawyer as you are making the application, because then you can make those references at that time as well. Be prepared to dress exceptionally nice for your articling interview. This is everything, right? We've worked so hard to get here. We want to be, of amazing appearance, exceptional appearance for each and every articling interview that you do. So if you're not well versed in professional style, then learn it. Aim for the most professional appearance of your life for your articling interviews. Prepare and practice for general interview questions. I personally was managing for about 5 years prior to the articling interview, and so just interviews come very naturally to me. I see what other people do. I was very fortunate there. But if you're not so fortunate, then do what it takes so that you appear confident, relaxed, personable, capable, ethical, and professional. This may involve consulting with life coaches, self-teaching from YouTube, reading books on the subject, whatever it takes. A law career is a marathon, not a sprint. I'm sure you've all heard that many times in law school. I wish you the best of luck as a fellow candidate on the same journey. Like this video, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos on Canadian law.